Hi, I'm Emily of Emily's Line Fitness, and welcome to your quick, strong 20-minute lower body workout. In today's quick, strong 20-minute lower body bar workout, I should say, we are going to be using a chair as our substitute bar, a soft surface, or just somewhere you feel comfortable moving. And then I'm going to also be using today my Bala ankle weights. If you have a set of ankle weights, feel free to put them on. These are 1 pound, so I wouldn't recommend going super heavy with your ankle weights, regardless of if you're using or if you choose to use them. I wouldn't go too heavy. And just a pro tip, if your Bala ankle weights are a little bit stretched out, then I actually recommend, instead of putting them on like the typical way, I have more success wrapping them around backwards. So if you're noticing that your weights kind of aren't staying put as they once did, then try wrapping them around backwards. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get started facing my chair. I'm gonna have my right foot forward, left leg back. And we're gonna begin in a lunge position. So go ahead and find your 90-90 lunge. Front knee is over your ankle, back knee is under your hip. Go ahead and send that right hip a little bit closer to the floor here so that you're nice and even. And we're gonna pulse the hips 3 times. Down, 2, 3, lift the left knee. 1, 2, 3, lift the left knee. 1, 2, 3, lift the left knee. Now, my chair is there if I need some balance support, but I'm not required to use it, and neither are you. So if you feel really balanced, don't worry about the chair. Good. 2 more, like this. Perfect. Now we're just gonna go 8 without the pulses. So 8 up and down. 7. Inhale down, exhale up. We're gonna hold it in the lunge. In 3. Last 2. Hold the lunge, bring your palms to prayer, twist towards me over that front thigh, and then back to center. Twist, center, twist, center for 8. Good. 6. Last 4, 3, 2, come back to center. Now I want you to lean forward, extend your back knee. You're gonna tap that back leg, in, out. Oh yeah, those ankle weights, it's gonna be a little bit harder, right? I feel that. Spread your toes out on that right foot, really fan them wide. Try to lift your inner arch away from the mat. Long spine, belly in. 5, 4, 3, left foot forward, and now right leg back. Find your lunge position. Front knee over ankle, back knee under hip, send that left hip to the floor. 3 pulses, down. 2, 3, knee drive. Down, 2, 3, knee. Now I'm trying to point my toes on that back foot as soon as I come up to stand. Maybe you noticed one side is a little less stable. For me, that is this side. I have my wall next to me. I can hold onto the wall if I need. I have my chair. So use what you need to be able to get the workout done. Down. Perfect. We're gonna take it to just 8 up and down in a moment here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go, just 8 up and down. Down, up, down. 4 more. 3, last 2. Last one, hold it down, palms to prayer, twist away, center. So twisting towards that front leg, away from me. Twist. Good, pull the back of the head a little bit closer to the ceiling here. 4, 3, last 2. Last one, lean forward, tap the back toes, in. Good, spread your left toes now on the mat. I'm gonna take my hands to the chair for a little bit more stability on this side, because I just don't have it. Last 8, keep going, 6, you got it. Last 3, 2, step your right leg back. Open up to face me. Heels are in, toes are out. And I want us to come down and up. Add the arms. Drop. Good. As you lower, you're trying to push your knees towards your outer toes. As you come up, you're thinking of squeezing those inner thighs towards the midline. We got outer thighs and inner thighs. Perfect. We're gonna add a calf raise as we lift. We go down, calf raise, lift. Now, if you added that calf raise and everything fell apart, get rid of the calf raise. Last 5, 4, we're gonna hold it down. 3, 2, hold it down, pulse. Good. All right, now we're gonna do one more set of the move we just did, but we're gonna add on one final layer. We're gonna add an upper body reach in 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Now, you're gonna hinge forward, butt back, torso forward. Try not to round your back. You're not reaching the floor. You're only going as low as you can keep your spine long. And then you're gonna come all the way up and lift your heels off the ground. So we go down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm going a little bit free from the tempo here. Down, up, for 8, for 6, 4, 3, 2, and release. Nice job. All right, go ahead and grab a sip of water. And then we're gonna grab our chair. All right, so we're gonna have the chair on our left-hand side. Feet are gonna be zipped together as if you had one leg. And now lift your heels off the floor. Now, I'm trying to connect my inner thighs, my knee, my ankle bones. Of course, the weights are there, so I'm not gonna be able to touch my ankle bones together, but if you don't have the weights, try. And we're just gonna lower down to our lowest point and hold. At the bottom, your shoulders are over your hips. Your knees should be pushing forward here. Good, lift your chest, draw your abdominals away from your thighs. 3 pulses down. 1, 2, 3, stand. 1, 2, 3, stand. Perfect. Now, as you stand, I want you to think of pulling your kneecaps up towards your hips, firming out your quad muscles. Sometimes I think about like I'm sucking my legs through like a straw. 1, 2, 3, and stand. I'm pretty sure I got off the beat of the music, but that's all right. We're doing the best we can. Down. And lift. You're gonna see this little triple pulse thing quite a few times today. All right, last one like that, and now let's just go down and up, single count. Down, up. Good, squeeze your knees together. Perfect, now I'm gonna turn to the side. As you go down and up, I don't want you to arch your back, right? We're not trying to stick the booty out. We're trying to find a neutral spine, neutral pelvis, so your tailbone is heavy towards the floor. I also don't want you to lean forward, right? We're up against a wall here, the back of your head, the shoulders, the mid-back, and your sacrum, where your lower back meets your pelvis, are all connected to that wall. Last 8. Good, 6. We're gonna hold it down. 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Now you're gonna step hip width apart. So right foot out, right foot in. Pulse, hip width, pulse narrow. Pulse, hip width, pulse narrow. Hip width, narrow. Hip width, narrow. Good, now you can stay here. If you're feeling your kneecap, you're feeling like burning, pain, drop your heel, hinge forward, and take this into a little squat, step out and in. It's gonna bias the intensity a bit more to the back of the leg and the glutes, but that's okay. It's not worth it to work through knee pain just to accomplish what I'm doing, right? We can totally adjust for your body. Definitely. 8, 7, 6. We're gonna finish with just pulses of the legs together. Final 4, and then we'll turn to the chair. 3, last 2. Last one, hold the legs together, squeeze your knees as much as possible, pulse. You might even get a little bit of internal rotation where your inner thighs are kind of wrapping back. That's great. 8, 6, get lower, you can. 4, 3, 2, and stand. Nice. Go ahead and turn to face your chair. We're gonna have that left foot forward. Right leg is gonna go back. Whew, and we're gonna find a lunge position. I'm a little winded. Go ahead and come down. Now, we're gonna go for a lunge. Then you're gonna lift your back leg and come into a standing balance on that left leg. That's our target side here. Pulse your right leg up 3 times. 1, 2, 3, lunge. Up, 2, 3, lunge. Up. When you come up for that leg lift, I want you to try to keep your right hip closed. What that means is I want you to keep wrapping that right hip towards the mat instead of opening it up towards me. Pulse, 2, 3. Take it up and down. We'll get rid of the pulses. We just lift and lower. 4, 3, 2. Just lower and lift. 8, 7. Nice. 6. We're gonna hold it in the leg lift and we're gonna pulse it up in 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Pulse the right leg up. Good. Now you can take your hands off the chair. Take your hands to your hips if you want more of a challenge. Ooh, baby. Last 8. Last 6. We're gonna reset. 4, 3, 2, and reset. Hold. Same position. Just look down at your left foot. You're gonna take that left foot in 45 degrees. Follow through with your knee. And now turn so you're kind of on the diagonal. You're gonna take your left forearm to your chair. And now lift your right leg. Good. Hold here. Your right hip should be pointing up to the ceiling. We're now in this open position, which is gonna make more intensity on the outer glutes. You're gonna go 1 lift, 2 lift, 3 lift, kick. 1 lift, 2 lift, 3 lift, kick. Keep a small bend in your supportive knee. Up, 2, 3, hold, kick. Up, 2, 3, hold, kick. Good. Now, if this is a little much, you can bend your knee, and that's gonna be a little bit easier. Not much, but a little bit. Now, if you're wearing your ankle weights and you feel like your leg is just falling towards the floor, get rid of that ankle weight. 4, 3, last 2, we're just gonna lift and kick. 1, just lift and kick. Lift, kick. 7, 6, ooh. 5, we're gonna finish with pulses in 4, in 3, ooh, you got this. Last 2, last 1, flex the foot, just pulse it up for 8, lengthen your spine. 6, beautiful, nice change. 4, 3, 2, and release. Ooh. We're gonna stretch at the end, I promise. We're gonna take that chair to the other side. We're gonna start off with those legs zipped together. Lift your heels. Lower down, 3 pulses. 1, 2, 3, squeeze, pull your kneecaps up. Good, lift. Perfect. Good, keep going just like that. Down, 2, 3, lift. 3, lift. As you maybe can hear, I'm getting over probably the worst flu I've had in the last couple of years. And it was like Little Mermaid. I had no voice at all. So this is finally the first day where I have a voice. So nice. Anyway, but it's still a little hard to talk, a little hard to sustain. Hopefully it's not too hard to listen to. You should have heard it at the beginning. Ooh, baby. That was impossible. Very annoying sounding. Down and up. All right, get a little lower if you can. Talked about all those lovely form cues, shoulders over hips, tailbone heavy to the floor, just down and up. Down, lift, down, lift. Squeeze your thighs together. We want some inner thigh action if we can get it. Down. Perfect, and I'm using my right arm as little as possible, so I'm not like pushing up with my right arm. It's really just a balance tool. If you're using that right arm, I'm gonna say you're going too low. Don't go quite as low. You don't need to overdo it, don't worry. You're gonna feel it even if you stay higher up. Let's do 8 counts. 8 counts. 6, 4, 3, 2, hold it down. Left foot is gonna step. Hip width, narrow. Now, I am stepping a little too wide here, so we wanna go, yes, just hip width. Just hip width, perfect. Ooh. And what we're doing here is we're putting a little more effort into the right leg, right? So we're transferring the focus from both legs to the right leg. Because the right leg doesn't have this moment to float in the air and get a break. It's gonna hold you the whole time. Out. Woo. Keep your hips square towards me. I don't want you to rotate to either side. We're gonna do 8 more together, okay? 8, and then we'll pulse. 7, 6, 4, last 3, last 2. Hold together, pulse it down. Squeeze your knees together. Pulse. Good, chest proud, shoulders away from the ears. Can you get a little lower? I know you can. Down. Here it evens out again between those 2 legs. Give me 8 counts, then we turn. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, and release. We're gonna take a quick sip of water. Step your right foot forward, left leg back. We're gonna find that lunge position. Good, now from the lunge, you're gonna lift off the back leg, pulse 3 times. Up, 2, 3, lunge, lift, 2, 3, lunge. Try to keep your left hip pointing towards the mat. Up. Nice, and sometimes, I know it might be embarrassing, sometimes I actually like to squeeze my butt and feel my butt to make sure that something is actually happening. Because technically, you could be getting just a whole lot of hamstring here without any butt. We want butt. Don't you want butt? Yeah, squeeze it. There we go. Sometimes to squeeze the butt, it helps me to think of stretching my leg a little longer. We're just gonna go 8 down and up. 8, 7, and then we'll hold it up and we'll go for pulses. Last 4, last 3, last 2. Hold it up, give me tiny pulses. Good, this is where you can take your hands off the chair if you want. Lengthen that left leg, squeeze your left butt cheek. Yes, there we go. 8, you reset. 6, 3, 2, and stand. All right, now look down at your right foot. Cheat it in, 45 degrees. Soften your right knee. Come down to your right elbow. And now open the hips, open the shoulders. Stack, stack, stack. We're gonna lengthen out through the left leg, 3 lifts. Up, 2, 3, hold, bend, stretch. 2, 3, hold, bend, stretch. If you feel your lower back, think of closing your ribs a little bit more, trying to improve this rib to hip connection. That might help. Otherwise, you can take your leg a little bit forward. It might go out of the frame, that's okay. You have that space, right? So use it if you need. Up. 3, hold, good. Pull out of that right shoulder. You can even take your left hand to the chair so you have more stability. And then my right knee is bent, tracking over my second and third toes, so I still feel my right supported glute. Last one like this. Never mind. Now last one like this. And then we're gonna do 8. 8, 7, 6. You feel those left obliques? Yes. 5. Good. 4. Ooh, my leg is dropping. 3. We're gonna finish with pulses. In 2. Flex your foot, just lift it up, up, up. We can. You can. 8, there we go, get it up. In 6, get it up higher, yes. 4, 3, 2, and release. Ooh! Take off your ankle weights if you were wearing them. And we are gonna quickly stretch. So I'm gonna turn to face my chair. I'm gonna cross my left leg over my right, and now sink back and down into that hip stretch. Good. Whew. And a little bit of a cramp. Okay. We do one side. You can sink and stay as long as you want here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch sides. Good, and then you better believe that I'm gonna keep stretching my hips after. So don't consider this one stretch your hip stretch. In fact, I'll link you to my lower body stretch video for your lower body so you can really get a nice release. Calves, step your left foot back. Step your right foot back. Good, come back to center, turn to face me, and give yourselves a big round of applause. Thank you so much for joining me for that bar lower body workout. I hope you feel your butt. I hope you feel your legs. I know I definitely do. If you want to stretch a little bit more your lower body, as I mentioned, I'll go ahead and link you to my stretch playlist so you can get a little bit more stretching into your routine. And if instead of a stretch, you're actually looking to work a little bit more, then I'll go ahead and link you to my bar playlist so you can stay in the same realm, but maybe work your upper body or your core. Again, thank you so much for joining me. It was so nice to hit the bar with you today, and I'll see you next time.